Backups. As we discussed yesterday, backups, we have three types of backups here, right? So right click on the system DB, right click on the system DB, then backup and recovery, then backup of the tenant database, we can take it out here. Backup of the tenant database, we can take it out here. So the backup window will be opened, select the your respective tenant, then okay the complete DB backup, click on the finish, then backup will run it here. The backup will execute it here. So you can see here the backups will run. So tenant means here index server, access engine. This both backups will run here, right? So both the backups will run now here. So now you see backups are running now. So index server, it will take little bit time. Why? Because where the actual data stores index server, right? So here index server will take the some time here. So we can also option to cancel the backup. There is an option to cancel the backup. That is also we can use it for cancellation purpose. We can also cancel it. That backup also we can cancel it. If we cancel in middle, so if you want to cancel in starting itself, you have to cancel in middle. If you cancel it, then there the files will be created here. There are the backup files will be created here in the backup side here. So see here it is running. So means entire data is getting backed up here. Entire data is getting backed up here. So in this folder, the backup is cancelled. So you can see that the cancelled backup file also available in this folder here, HANA folder here. So complete backup, which is running currently now here, right? Complete backup is running here. After the completion of this backup, we can also take the some other so things also we can take it out like incremental backup. The first one is the full database backup. We have to take it out. Then only complete backup we can take it out. So that two values were backed up here. So backup is done, right? So then the entry will be available here. The entry will be so an entry will be available in this case here, right? Just click on the refresh button here. There is a one entry here, today's entry here. The entry is available with the 2.36 GB backup size. When you started, when it is completed, 2 minutes time it's taken, right? It's a file backup successful, right? So what is the location of this backup? This is the location of the backup location here. So this kind of information, you can see it here, right? So the log backup will happen automatically. You no need to worry about the data backup. Log backup will happen automatically every 15 minutes once the log backup will happen, right? Log backups will happen here. That type of configuration also here it is available. See here backup interval every 15 minutes log backup interval. So this is the automatic enable the automatic log backup here. So this is the log backup here, right? So then what we can do here, what we can do here. So let me take the, so here data backups we have taken. So now let's check if we have any data here. Why? Because we will try to recover that data here. We will try to recover it here. So if you go to the security tab here, we have taken the full backup, right? So then go to the users. Let me try to delete the basis user. I am trying to delete the basis user from the system. Right after the backup, I have deleted the basis user. Also, we have the roles. Roles also I am going to delete it here. On Z basis admin role also I'm going to delete it in the system. So now we don't have anything in the system. Either a user role we don't have. Data got deleted from the system. So now I want to try to recover. But when was the recovery happened? Before the deletion, right? Now I'm going to the same backup here, same recover the tenant database. Why? Because we need to recover the database. That user is very important. That role is very important. We can create it, but I want to recover it. But where it is exist? In the backup that is exist here. In the backup that is exist. So I selected the tenant databases, click on the next button. So here recovery has three types here. Recovery has three types. Recover the database to the most recent state. Most recent state means So what is the database will check what is the most recent state, then it will recover it. Or I don't want to database to choose the timelines. I want to choose the timelines, most recent state. So I want to choose the like maybe 2 minutes back, one month back, 1 minute back we have deleted. So then we can choose it. The timelines also we can choose it. Or recover the database to the specific data backup. Specific data backup we can recover it. Specific data backup. So how the backup has three types. Recovery also we have the three types here. Recover the database to the specific data backup. Data backup means during the restore time, refresh time, production we will take it out. Some other database backup, either same or some other data backup. You have the some other systems data backup. That backup also you can recover it using the recover the database to the specific data backup. We can use this option. We can use this option to recover it here, right? So most point in time recovery. Point in time recovery means here it will use the log back, subsequent log backups will use it here. So most recent state, point in time data backup, specific data backup, recover the database to the most recent state, recover the database to the point in time. Throw data backup. Suppose like we have taken the backup, right? So I will try to recover that backup here, right? So, but while recovering, database must be offline. Database must be stopped status. I'm stopping the database now here. So database is stopping automatically here. So it will search the when was the last successful backup is available, either the same or other, then we can proceed that one here. We can proceed it, right? So we can proceed that one. So it stopped. Then you got the when was the last successful backup happened. So 6/18/44. So 644, right? 651. So we need to recover that backup here, right? So next one, finish. Now, now data will be recovery. Now data will be recovered here, right? So you see that backup is getting restored now. And that backup is getting restored. In that backup, we have the users, roles, all are available, right? That is getting recovered now. Here the recovery is happening now. So whatever the data we missed, that will get recovery.
Ravi, is there any specific scenario where we have to use the specific data backup or point in time?
Specific
Data backup or point in time, these types.
specific data backup or content type.
Point in time. So, is there any specific scenario for this?
Okay. This scenario is for the maybe within the same system. If you have someone deleted something, you need to recover you have the backup is there, you want to restore, then that time we can use it. Or what we can do, we can suppose during the refresh time, DB refresh, we will do it, right? During the refresh time, we will take the backup of the production. We'll move the backup production files to the some other date quality or sandbox. There we will do the restore of the production during the refresh time. These scenarios, so this is will be helpful specific to the type to the backup. This will be helpful that time. So this will be helpful that time here. So backup to the specific data backup, either same data or different system data backup also we can restore it. So while restoring, we have the some conditions. Suppose example, we have the one system here in the landscape development, quality, and a production. So production, we have the more data. All the business users will log into the production. They will do the lot of things here, right? They will do the lot of things here. I have the data compared to the quality and the production. We have the transaction data here. So normally our people yearly once we will perform the DB refresh activity, which means all the data whatever is there here. So we will take the full database backup here. This backup file we will move to our quality system. Then here we will restore it here. How do we are restoring? Same way. Whatever when you are taking the backup files will be created at operating system level. So that operating system level it will create the files. These files will be created. So these files we can move to the target location. Target location means so our quality server we can move it either a FTP file. There are some file transfer methods are there. So from here we can open the HANA Studio. Then we can connect to the system DB, right click and we can do the so restore and refresh activities, pre-steps, all those things we can perform it. So that type of scenario, the method which you have chosen that will be helpful. That will be helpful here. Okay, and you want to restore to the same backup. You want to restore to the same system database backup due to some issues. So you want to recover it. So then we can use this type of methods. You can use it here. Depends upon the situation. When the situation comes to point in time recovery, that time point in time recovery we have to use it. Point in time recovery means let me show you how to perform that work.
So is restore the same operation which is going through now, or is it different?
Restoring the same operations means
No, no. Now recovery is going on, right? Is
right,
recovery restore the
both
same
are
thing?
same thing in the HANA database. Restore and recovery both will happen automatically. For Oracle, we have to do the restore, then after that we have to recover it. Two actions, two operations we have to perform. But here we have only perform only one operations.
Okay, sir.
Ravi,
Yes.
most recently means on the day or any particular time taking backup recovery back.
Any backup we can recover it. Which time dated backup you want to recover it? Any backup we can recover it. The only thing is any dated backup you can recover it. So while recovery, we have some SAP terms and conditions here. The source and target. This is the source, your backup, you are restoring it on the target. So source and target. Source equals source version equals to target version. Both are should be the same version. Okay. This is the one important thing here. Common interview point of questions here. This is all the source version, target version should be same, or source version means target version higher than source, which means this backup you are restoring it on the here means this is the source, this is the target. So either both should be on the same version or target should be higher than source. Target should be higher than source. So it should be same or it should be higher. So it should not be the lower here. That is the one condition you should remember. So two values were recovered here, right? Now we will go to our database and we'll see whether our deleted data is recovered or not. So that we can check it out here. Go to the users here. Here, let's see here basis user is there. Then we have and role also there. So in the backup, whatever is there, we got all those things here, right? So now let's see the one more method here, recovery of the tenant database here. So okay, most recent state means so what is the consistent state? System will recover that area. right? So that time it will use the log backup, log area, it will use point in time recovery. So I want to recover to the specific time. Suppose like what is this time zone here? Not this time zone. Okay. Suppose this is the, I think, Pacific time. Now 6:59, 6:59. I want to recover it to the, so up to 6:40. Suppose like 6:45. 6:45, we have some issue. After 6:45, we have some issue. I don't want to, 6:45, we got the some database issue, database got corrupted. I want to recover to the up to 6:45 only. Then after that, I can use that one. So then it will be recovered. Now it will stop the database. It will do the recovery up to 6:45 only. It will do the recovery up to 6:45 only. So which means those things we can check it out here. Those things we can check it out here. It will check the, see here, database will be recovered to the, so today it's 6:45 only. Now it's a 7:15 minutes. So 15 minutes before we are bringing back before to the 15 minutes before now. So here 6:44 we have the one backup is there. Okay. Then it will check the subsequent log backups also. Why? Because after that we have the any log backups are there, it will check the log backup also here, right? It will check the log backups also, it will check it out. Data log backups also it will check. But main aim is the database should be recovered to the up to 6:45 p.m. right? So then click on the finish button here. Now see, so logs also will be applied now. Logs after the backup, we have the logs also will be applied here, right? So that will happen only up to 6:45 data will be recovered. Specific timestamp, point in time recovery, or full recovery, consistency status, 3 types, right? So we can use any type here. Depends upon the situation. Depends upon the situation. So we may have to recover the database up to this time, this time, this time.
Ravi, in most the recent state backup, let's say it's 7:30 we have taken backup and 7:45 logs got generated after 15 minutes. Okay, and 7:50 we are going to take the backup. So in that case, only data got generated till 7:45. It will come, right?
Yeah, it will come after that. The logs are there, right? Log backups.
Yeah.
Any logs. So if any logs are there, in the logs we have the changes about the data, some anything is there. So that will be replayed. That will also will be applied. If there is no log backup, then up to that data backup only it will be applied. That is applied. So, but here HANA Studio, here system will clearly tell you, you select the 6:55, 6:45, but at the 6:45, when was the backup happened? 6:40 something. Then after that, any log backup is happened, then that log backup also will be applied. So let's see here. So 6:45 after the backup. So whether this will come to 6:45 or near to 6:45, let's see. So this time. So here we can observe the logs. We can also see the logs, OS level, operating system level. We can see the logs here. CD index server trace file, backup log file here. So recovery, log replay has been finished. Log replay, logs are applying now. So the logs are applying. Logs also applied here. The log volume, the logs also applied here, right? So it's restarted. So logs also will be applied here, which means after the backup, so any log backups got generated, that logs also will be applied here. Meta pointing fallback time. 99%, 100% is happened. Recovery log replay started. Then progress of the service is starting now. HANA service are starting. This logs checking is very, very important here. What's happening? Because here you can see only these things are happening, but actually reality what's happening, we don't know. If you check the logs, then we will come to know here.
Sir, from OS level, how to trigger a recovery, sir?
Same commands we have to use it here. The recovery commands we have to use it. While triggering here, there are some recovery commands, SQL commands will be used. So same HDB, we can have to connect to the HDB SQL prompt. Then we have to use the commands here. I will show you that commands as well, how to generate that commands as well. So if you are not sure about commands, so we have the SAP standard guides are there. You can use that guides. That is also not possible. Then here, while recovering, it will generate the one SQL statement. That SQL statement also we can use it for triggering here. Got completed. So two values were recovered. Log volume, index server, backup, log success, recovery got successfully completed. So then success, backup, log success. So everything index server will track it here. Everything it will be recorded in the index server here.
Ravi, how to read the output of it? Means in the sequence wise, or how to read it? Means sometimes it's not understand how to read it actually.
Which one? How to
Read the output of it.
output of which output of it? This one.
Yeah.
It's clearly it's displaying, right? How to read means I don't know. Means it's clearly giving the information when you started the recovery. Here recovery command. Someone asked that how to recover the SQL statement level here. So this is the SQL statement. So if you are doing it operating console also, it will generate the one command, recover the database for the until timestamp. So you can see here. Then after that recovery started. How to read means here clearly it's giving the information, right? It's kind of just a simple understandable format, all those things here. So all those things is understandable format, what's happening and everything. So by using this one, so we can recover it. So it's recover, it's in the logs only, it's nothing new. So in the trace directory, it's logs only. So all are it's giving here information is there. So just if you start reading this one, you will get you can understand all those things here. So right click again, we'll do one more recovery. But here users are there or not first of all. Yeah, users are there. Right. So like this, so some scenarios we can build it, then we can recover it. Some scenarios we can build it, we can recover the database here. So we can delete something, we can create something like that. So we can make some scenarios. So then, so we can try to recovery as well. That one also we can recover it here. So That is the one thing here. So most recent state. So system will check what is the most recent state it is available. System will decide it will restore to the up to the timestamp. So or recover to the point in time recovery. Point in time, which time, which up to which timestamp you need to recover it here. I want to restore it, recover it to the yesterday's one, yesterday's backup. Then see here, yesterday's I selected date, changed it here, 26th. Then let's see what will happen here. But yesterday we don't have any backups. Then it will don't recover it. Today only we have the backups, right? So let's see what will happen here. So when you start here, definitely some log files here, all right? So mainly is the backup.log file here. So this is a very important log file. What you are doing and everything will be updated here in the backup.log file here. So yesterday's the same time you are recovering here, but it will check are there any backups are there or not first of all. So no backups yesterday, right? It got failure. So again go back, go back. So now you can choose the timestamp or most recent state. You can also recover to the most recent state. So it will check the latest backup, latest log backups also it will check, then it will recover it.
So for cloud systems also, can we see the logs here only?
Which one?
Or in case from Azure, if we are recovering.
Azure. Any system, suppose that is the infrastructure. Your database is anywhere, either Azure or AWS or anywhere. So you will do it recovery either studio or OS level. So from studio, if you are doing Azure also, so then those system details also we can see it here. Any HANA details. It's not a matter like where the HANA is installed. So it will check it out. All those things it will check it out here. Initialize the log area sometimes and use the Delta backup. So someone asked the query, right, sir, what is the SQL query we have to use it? This is the SQL query. So same query you can build it, and if you run it in the, you can connect to the HDB SQL console, then we can execute it. So then it will ask the username, then we can provide the system, then password, we can provide it, then so we can do it from here as well, right? So first of all we need to connect to the Trinity databases. We have to, oh, system is stopped, right? Okay, that's fine. So we can use it. So query we can build it here. So there is no query, means we have to recover database up to this query is common, right? Up to here is common here. Up to here is common. Up to here, recover database for database SID until timestamp. This timestamp will change it. That's it. Remaining all are common here. See here. Here what's happening? Recovery started. Recovering the time frame here. Used here log backups. Then it is also using the log backups. Also it is using here, right? So log backups. So data backup it is using, and the log backup also it is using here. So recovery of the index server 21% completed. So what is much completed here? Here also it is doing the recovery. So it's doing, right? It is 43% is completed. Percentage wise, you can see it here. So log backups also getting applied here. So then 65% is completed. It is done. So then let's see what's happening here. So index server 99%, 100%. Then access engine also applied. Okay. Restarting. Service are getting restarted. So while doing the recovery, backup, the service system will be stopped. The services will be stopped by the HANA Studio itself while doing the backup. So it will be stopped. Then it will do the recovery.
Ravi, first access engine start or index server. Index server will complete after then access engine will start.
Yes. First index server, then last access engine, I think. Yeah. There is a formula, right? Yesterday we discussed.
Yes, yes.
Same way. But first of all, daemon will start name server, then preprocessor, index server, compile server, so web dispatcher. So remaining accessing remaining things will start it. First is the daemon and a name server are the main important thing here. The people will expect which one is start first. That is the main thing here.
Okay.
See here, index server restarted. Still access engine is getting restarted. It's done. Yes. So you can see two volumes were recovered, the recovery log position. So 644.59 only. 644.59, the last backup, the log position. So this is the log, it is applied here. So 16512, the log position. What is the log position? It is applied 16. So that is the log, it got applied in the system. So up to that logs also it's applied here. So after 644, what is the log is happening? So here we can see the log position number here. After the 644, after the 644, there's a log backup it happened. So the log ID something it is displayed, right? Log ID something is displayed here. So up to that log backup, so it is applied. The backup 16 something, there is a log backup. So these all are the applied here, right? So these all are the log backup. These files are not required actually. We can clean up. It will unnecessarily be locked by the space here. So normally in the real time, it will be moved to the some other backup storages here, the log backups. Log backups, we can move it, but don't remove the log /n or log, those volumes, don't remove it. It's very dangerous. If you remove it, your database will be in the inconsistency status. It will not be started as well here, right? Inconsistency status. So while doing this one, so carefully check that one here. Okay, that I removed it here. Okay, this is the way we need to do the backups and recovery point in time. Okay, so that is about the backup and recovery. So you can do the practice. We can make the, you can for yourself or in the team as a group, you can discuss how to create the test scripts, build the scenarios and everything, right? So how to trigger, I can say some messages here. Most recent means what is the most recent means system will decide which is the consistency backups and everything here. Can I log the backup time be changed? Yes, that is fine. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So what you can do while doing the practice here, okay, while doing the